Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of CampingGearTV.com. I'm Ben.
They call me Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin' here, and tonight we are going to look at a product that's like a bag type, almost like a Ziploc bag, but it's like an indestructible one.
Yeah, it's called Aloksak, and
Is it called a Loksak or is it called Aloksak?
I have no idea. I call it Aloksak. It's spelled as one word, so let's go with Aloksak. They sell what I have is typically sold in a 4-pack, and they send you 4 different sizes for various needs. Basically, what it's for is keeping stuff waterproof, protected, yada yada yada. They tout it as keeping electronics safe and being able to use them while they're inside of them. So in a lot of ways, you could use it in a similar fashion as the Aqua Pack, which we reviewed in a previous episode, and use your camera in here and keep your camera waterproof. The thing I used it for when I went on a trip was to keep cigars dry. I wanted to make sure I could bring my cigars out with me on the river, and so it was important to have them in something dry, and it worked out really well. I had my lighter in here, my cigars, my cutter, and it was a good day.
So how much does that whole set run around?
Well, the 4-pack of these costs about $10, give or take, and we'll try and find the best price in the world and put a link to it underneath here. And the 4-pack comes in 4 different sizes. There's a 5 by 4 inch, a 4 by 7 inch,
Whoa.
a 6 by 6 inch, and a 9 by 6 inch.
Goodness.
So pretty sweet there. Yeah, and like I said, good for electronics. They also say it's good for making little ice packs, makeshift ice packs. It'll keep them real tight.
So what would be, to me it looks like another product we have here,
Yeah.
a Ziploc bag.
Yep.
What would be the benefits to using, for me to spend $10 on this versus, because
Sure.
everyone takes a Ziploc bag on
Yeah.
float trips and stuff like that, and so.
Right, well, a big thing with Aloksak is that they're tested and approved by the U.S. Navy. So it actually has a patented leak-proof, airtight seal. So you can tell that the sealing mechanism is really sturdy, and that it's got a little something extra to it. So the sealing mechanism is more sturdy than that. I don't know if you ever noticed with Ziploc bags how the corners here will tear real easily.
Yeah, and the
This
side
one-
just like absolutely goes to hell.
These have like an extra seam along the side here to where that really couldn't happen unless you really went after it. So that's pretty cool stuff.
Okay, but how does it do carrying a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I think it could carry a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as well as any other bag.
Right, because Ziploc, really can carry a PBJ.
Right.
So you think that the Aloksak could also carry one?
I think it's certain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's nice is you got 4 different sizes to divide up stuff, and I've seen a lot of people use maybe the smaller ones to kind of keep their wallet dry and
Right.
keep it separate, so it's not in a, you don't want to put your wallet in a bag with your food.
Right.
But it's just a nice little thing to stick your wallet and your keys, and it's just that item. You keep it sealed, you keep it
Yeah.
dry, you don't
Yeah.
run into any problems.
Right. So another thing, in addition to the sealing mechanism on this bad boy, some other stuff that makes it a little better than a Ziploc is that it's made of a polymer material. So I think it's just a little sturdier than whatever kind of material Ziplocs are made out of. It's also recyclable, which is kind of cool. You wouldn't normally think that you could put this in a recycling bin,
Right.
but you can. And it's certified waterproof to 200 feet or 60 meters. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people are more prone to, take the Ziploc bag out on a trip and toss it afterwards. But
Yeah.
this stuff it's not a one-time use product. You can
Right.
use it over and over again.
Another cool thing that the Aloksak's website talks about is that you can blow them up and use them as makeshift pillows or seat cushions, which is pretty cool. So I just tried to blow that up, and it was not perfect because I'm not the best at that. But that didn't work. Let's try a bigger one. Let's try this big
the
one here.
biggest one.
Yeah. So while I'm doing that, you try and do it with that one.
Okay, all right.
Let's see if we can get this party started right. So here we go. Open it up. So it's tight. Oh, it actually is pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it's not.
I don't quite trust this one, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for a pillow it'd be good, but whatever. I don't know. That's what it said on the website. I'm not having the best of luck with it. So there you go. But all in all, I think the Aloksaks worked really well. I've used them to keep stuff dry, and I felt cool having cool, nifty gear instead of a Ziploc bag, and they kept all my stuff dry.
right, $10 is the most expensive in the world.
Yep.
But one story I have for this bag right here is this recently accompanied me on a road trip where, long story short, we ran into some nasty weather
Okay.
and our car went off the road into some snow and we got stuck and I was having to dig myself out of it. Well,
Oh my.
yes, I was not planning on doing such a thing and had no gloves in the car. I had nothing really to protect my hands.
Right.
Well, I had this Locksack in there,
Mm-hmm.
and as cool as I looked doing this, that I had my hand in there while I was like trying to like get ice out of the wheel well and stuff. I was really beating this thing to hell, and I mean it took a beating and it was totally fine. No tears, no rips.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just like hammering out snow and ice, no problem. A Ziploc bag, it would tear
Right.
if it did that. So, as embarrassing of a story as that is, nonetheless, it was another story to prove how sturdy this is. And just feeling these two, man, this is just way thicker than the Ziploc material. I mean, it's going to take way more of a beating.
Right. Right.
So, nice little product there.
That's our episode for today. Keep your stable full and leave a comment.
Your stable full
Yeah.
of ponies?
Yep.
CampingGearTV.com.